Now, structured data markup with examples. Enough with the jargon. Now I'm gonna get into the real examples that I've been showing you and show you how to get the codes, show you how to write the codes, and show you how to put them into your website so that you can benefit from marking up your content. The first one we're gonna do is products, because I know e-commerce products are very important. So, for example, I typed this keyword and I looked at these results. You can see those guys have products here and services. So this one will work for products and services. It doesn't matter which one you are selling. So long as you're selling something, whether it's a product or service, this one will work for you. So I'm interested in this website because I'm seeing they have ratings here. So if you want such kind of ratings on your website, this is how you do to achieve them. Because you can see the rest of the websites have no ratings. Only this guy is implemented this, and I'm sure it's working for him because he doesn't have to be ranking number 1 for this keyword. Because if somebody searches that keyword, they'll scroll, most of the guys scroll to see something attractive, maybe a discount, like this guy has added a price, a discount, or maybe something like ratings. If you see these 5 stars, you're sure these guys must be legit and they must be very professional and high quality service. So how do you get such kind of ratings? What you do, come to this, take this URL, I'll copy that, and then I'm gonna go to a website, a free tool from Google called structured data test tool. We want to test and see what structured data markup is available on that page. So when you hit that, it will bring you to this one here. Test your structured data. So if you have your code pre-written, you can come and paste it here and see how it will be manipulated. But now here we want to see what is implemented on this page. So we're going to run a test. This will take you a few seconds. So on this other end is the HTML code of the website, and this other page is the structured data type. So you can see it's product. This is a product data type that they have implemented, and then here it shows you warnings and errors. Errors are the mistakes of the code, but warnings are what you haven't yet submitted. You can see they've only provided, okay, the type is product, the name is a rating service, aggregate rating, that is the type that they're implementing, and the rating value is 4.8 out of a count of 47 reviews. So what they have left out is their brand, a description, image, offers, review, SKU. Most is very important if it is a product, and a global identifier, MPN. So you don't have to mark up everything, but if you feed more information, it will be better for you because Google will be able to understand more and give it to them. For example, if you are selling maybe something like a mobile phone, you may want to add an image there. You know, for this service, you can't add an image because it's a service, it's not a product. So for a product, you might need to add an image. If you have offers for the product, you need to include that, and also other reviews and the SKU of the product and the MPN, so that you can identify, and even the brand, if it is Samsung, Apple, so that somebody can really understand more. So you don't have to fill all of this, but if you need to get more information to your users, you should need to fill this more. So they have implemented it here, and you can also see in their website where they have added it. So they used Google Tag Manager to implement it into the code here. So I'll be able to show you how to come up with these later on. For now, we want just to show how to get this code. So how do you get this code? For you to get this code, you go to schema.org, because this is the basis of all we are doing. So once you're at Schema, we get the different kinds of schemas that they have here. Then we search for product. Click product. Once you're at product here, it will show you the properties that you need to fill. So on this other end is the properties to fill here. So it could be the audience, award, brand, the different kinds that you need for this case. And then also the next thing here is expected type, what they expect to see. They are here. Then and the definitions of this. So if you don't understand more, just come on the definitions and be able to understand. So if you spend more time here, you'll understand this. And they have done a better job, because if you go down here, they are giving you examples of how they look like. So for example, this is how the code should look like in your HTML code should look like without markup. And if you decide to implement microdata, this is how it will look like. If you decide to implement RDFA, this is how it will look like. And if you decide to implement JSON LD, this is how it will look like. So JSON LD is the best type. Is the best type that we're gonna use for these examples. So you can just copy this and edit it. Take out what is not really like here. You can add, you can leave the context, leave the type, then add the URL that you did, add it there. Then the number of items on that page, the number of items, you add it there. Yeah, then you come here to the exact element. Now the type is product, the image of your product, you add it there. Then the URL of that product. Then the brand, the name, you can add it here. Then offers, do you have any offers? Add offer type, the price is there. So you can do that if you have more products. Just come and copy this from this point here. And do the same for another product. Implement it there. So once you have done this, you need to test if it is working properly. So for you to know if it is working properly, you come and copy it. Copy that code. Then go to the site I've showed you, structured data testing tool, and we do a new test. Code snippet, because this is the code that we have. Paste it here. Then you run a test. So if you run the test, you'll realize it has some errors. You'll realize there's some errors. So we've got some 4 errors. The first one here is the position. A value position is required. Tab here. Type is required. Then another one here, the value of the position field. Yeah, because here they were just showing you examples. So if you decide to take these out, and then maybe add another element, let's say we copy that, then we add it here, then let me just take the all of it, the new code that we have, then we test, run a test. You'll realize there's some bits missing. So there is some closing tag somewhere here. Let me add that. So you can do a lot of manipulations here until you get it right. That is why we need to really test all these. So you can see it's getting better, though we have some warnings, but it's getting better. So you have to do this until you get the code right. Until you get the code right, then you implement it on your site. So that is not the only type of product markup that we have. That is just one type. You can see here there's another example. Like if you want to add a description and maybe stars, ratings, and reviews, what people are talking about it. So come to JSON, click on that. You can see here there are more things added to the code. There is a review section here for the ratings. Yes, from here. Review. So review type. You can see this review type. If you go up here, it shows you what they can accept. Aggregate rating. It's here. That is what they added. You can even add category. So just depending on what you want, you can come and add to your code. Yeah, this is the aggregate rating. There is a review, this section here. You can see this is a review. What Lucas said about the product is added there. So you can do a lot of manipulations. This is another one. Maybe you can see what types do they have here. They have image. They have image type there and other things. So you can use these as much as you want. So, but every time you create a code, make sure it works well and come and test it here at the structured data type here. And if it works okay, you go and implement it to your website. So that was product data markup. So I'll need you to do an examples for this and see how they are coming up, and add it to the discussion area, and maybe tell us what was your experience, and let's see how your code works in the few coming days.